So last night, Kemba Walker went out for 47, but that wasn't enough to beat the Utah Jazz. Hornets are now 1-5 in games where Kemba scores 40 or more this season. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent this summer. Byron, earlier we were talking about the 5 teams in the East trying to make the playoffs. We didn't even mention the Hornets by name.
Right.
Are they making this decision real easy for Kemba to leave in the summertime?
I think so. I mean, when you got, 47 and the rest of the starters got 6, you're not getting a whole lot of support. And, he's had that 40-plus game, like you said, 6 times, and they've only won one of them. So I think if I'm Kemba, I'm looking to go somewhere where I can team up with somebody so I can take the load off. I don't have to, do so much as he's had to do in Charlotte. So I really do, and I love Charlotte, but I think they are making his job so much easier. If money is not the issue and he wants to go somewhere and have a chance to win, then I think the decision is made.
So, Paul, before I ask you what the best fit for Kemba would be, you were a guy who was a star, all-star playing for a team that had some lean years.
Yeah.
How did you get through that? And did you ever have any, man, I need to leave because we're not winning?
Oh, yes, it definitely goes through your mind. I mean, that's frustrating because you're in the prime of your career. You're playing great basketball individual-wise, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. You want to be recognized as a great player, but the only way you can do that is get into the playoffs, showcasing, showing what you can do. These are wasted efforts.
Right.
You go off for 47 and nobody really knows about it. He wants to be somewhere where he can get recognized for what he's doing. But the only thing is, I don't know if they're making this decision easy because that max contract is different.
That's a lie. We saw that cash. Hey, the producers are like, hey, here's
That's
a
why
hand.
I said if money is not the issue, which we know it is, if money is not the issue.
Screaming $200 million. That's different. I mean, you know what? Maybe I could take not being on TV as much for the 221. You don't have to put me on national TV.
All right, so let's just assume that Kemba is enlightened, that he said money isn't everything.
Right.
I got to live my best life. I like Paul said, I don't want to be doing this when no one's watching or knows that it happens. Paul, I'm going to start with you. What's the best fit for Kemba if you were to leave Charlotte?
The best fit. Originally, I said San Antonio, but now that I think about it and I look at it, I think it has to be like the Utah Jazz.
Really? Really?
I think Donovan needs another guy, another go-to guy.
Right.
Because when I watch them, if they want to take the next step, if he doesn't play well, it's tough on them to win. He needs that other scorer that he can lean on to get them to the next step. And I think Utah would be an interesting place for him.
Coach was
Dallas too, but I like Luka handling the ball. But Utah.
Coach was shaking his head no during your whole answer. Coach, what you got for the best?
Say the
LA, come on, baby. The Lakers.
I can't sign everybody.
Look, give me Kemba.
All right.
Alongside LeBron James. And look at this year. Let's just look at this year in particular. When LeBron went out, we know what this man can do. He can get you 40. And with the young players that the Lakers had, they would have been able to survive that 19, 20-game stretch when LeBron was out. So when LeBron comes back, they still hovering right there in that 4 to 6 area, and now they're healthy, boom. It's been throughout history, we've seen LeBron play. And when he has that sidekick like that, a Kyrie Irving, a guy like a Kemba Walker, Dwayne Wade, guys who can break you down on the dribble, get baskets on their own, but also can facilitate and get other people baskets. He's been extremely successful. So I think if you don't get Kyrie Irving, if you don't get one of those guys, Kemba Walker would be a perfect fit here in L.A.